and today's AI music startups like Suno and Udio offer technology that leverage artificial intelligence for music generation. But a new company, Gry, and believes that most people don't want to use AI to generate music from scratch. They'd rather do other things like remix tunes, share them with friends, or play around with tracks by doing things like changing a track's style just for fun. And, of course, whether or not an artist wants anyone to play around with their tracks, or to what extent, is something they should get to decide. And tech companies are constantly on the hunt for new customers, and Cash App, the fintech company owned by Jack Dorsey's Block, believes it has found a promising new demographic. Children, the company, which already offers financial services to teens, said this week that it is expanding its youth-focused services in an effort to build a relationship with Gen Alpha and the upcoming generation of adolescents in the US.
Last week, I overheard someone in a pizza shop ask if a particular slice was vegetarian or vegan. Presumably, they wanted to know if the pizza had vegan cheese, and when told it was so, they changed the order. Vegan cheese is widely considered a poor simulacrum of the dairy version. The key missing ingredient is casein, a protein from mammalian milk that gives cheese its structure and helps it melt.
And a long-running law that has allowed US intelligence agencies to collect and analyze huge amounts of overseas communications without needing search warrants is set to expire by April 30, and lawmakers are in a deadlock over whether to allow the Trump administration to extend it without any changes, known as Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, FISA. The law allows the National Security Agency and the CIA, the FBI, and other federal intelligence agencies to record overseas communications that flow through the United States without needing individualized search warrants.
That Punjab will establish Pakistan's first University of Sports Sciences to promote modern sports education and strengthen sports culture across the province. The announcement was made by Secretary Sports and Youth Affairs M. Ali during a visit to the Institute of Sports Sciences, Punjab, ISSP.
And Pakistan Telecommunication Company Limited, PTCL, is currently working on getting the final nod from authorities to merge Ufone and Telenor, after which the merger co will operate as Ufone and Telenor as a brand will be dissolved, said Hatim Bamatraf, CEO and president of PTCL. And the federal government has unveiled an ambitious plan to transform Islamabad into a world-class city by launching major development projects and attracting foreign investment. The decisions were taken during a high-level meeting chaired by Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi at the Capital Development Authority CDA headquarters, where officials reviewed ongoing and future projects in the capital. And the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Assembly has received the Vagrancy Act 2026, a proposed law aimed at addressing begging across the province. Provincial Law Minister Aftab Alam tabled the bill, which seeks to introduce a province-wide legal framework to act against professional beggars. The proposed law calls for the establishment of a provincial steering committee with the authority to recommend the blocking of national identity cards and passports. And the Supreme Court of Pakistan has introduced new Standard Operating Procedures, SOP, to ensure uninterrupted judicial functioning during unforeseen public holidays and to improve transparency in case scheduling. According to an official statement issued in Islamabad, the court will continue its administrative and judicial work even during emergency public holidays with minimal essential staff, unless directed otherwise by the Chief Justice.
Karen Brady has announced a major move on Tuesday, April 21. After spending 16 years at West Ham United, Brady made public her decision to leave as deputy chair of West Ham
and Jennifer Lopez and Will Smith are once again being linked together online, with many people wondering if something is going on between them. The rumours have picked up quickly, but there is no real proof that the two are dating. And three-time former Prime Minister and PMLN President Nawaz Sharif on Tuesday praised the federal government and Chief of Defence Forces and Chief of Army Staff Field Marshal Azim Munir for their role in the US-Iran mediation efforts, airing a meeting of the PMLN's Parliamentary Board for Gilgit-Baltistan, flanked by Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Deputy Prime Minister Ishaq Dar. The PMLN President said that the role of DPM Dar and the Field Marshal is commendable.
That South Korean police announced that they are seeking arrest of Bang Si-hyuk, the billionaire founder and chairman of HYBE, on Tuesday, April 21. The same entertainment agency is behind global K-pop superstars BTS.
And Zayn Malik and Louis Tomlinson have reportedly faced a serious fallout that left many people around them shocked, especially those working closely on their recent project. The singers, who were once bandmates in One Direction, came together again for a travel series that was being filmed for Netflix.
That Downing Street applied constant pressure on civil servants to approve the appointment of Peter Mandelson as UK envoy to Washington and seemed to brush off security concerns. A sacked official told MPs Tuesday Prime Minister Keir Starmer's office had a dismissive attitude towards the security vetting for its US envoy pick, said Ollie Robbins, the Foreign Ministry's most senior official, before being fired last week.
And PMLN President Nawaz Sharif on Tuesday vowed that, if elected, the party would focus on development in Gilgit-Baltistan, GB. The remarks come ahead of the GB Assembly elections scheduled for June 7, with other parties also ramping up their preparations. Nawaz made the comments in a televised address to the PMLN's Parliamentary Board for GB, where he highlighted past projects launched by the party in the region. And Azerbaijan's state energy company SOCAR is ready to supply liquefied natural gas, LNG, to Pakistan as soon as it receives a request from Islamabad, the company told Reuters on Tuesday. As Islamabad seeks spot cargoes to ease a growing energy shortfall, SOCAR said a framework signed in 2025 between SOCAR Trading and Pakistan LNG Limited, PEL, allows the Pakistani buyer to purchase LNG cargoes directly under an accelerated procedure. And the Punjab Forest Department has declared April 15 to July 15 as the fire season across the Rawalpindi division to prevent forest fires and ensure conservation of natural resources. The restrictions apply to key forest areas, including Maree, Kotli Satian, Kahuta, Kalasayadhan and the Magala Hills, where wildfire risk increases during the summer months. And the government of Punjab has disbursed more than 191 billion in interest-free loans to support low-income families in building their own homes. According to Provincial Minister for Housing Bilal Yassin, a total of 135,410 families have so far received financial assistance under the Housing Initiative, while the construction of over 91,000 houses has been completed. And Huawei has officially introduced the 5th generation of its Watch Fit lineup with the launch of the Watch Fit 5 and Watch Fit 5 Pro. The new wearables were announced during Huawei's major product event, which also included the debut of the Pura X Max foldable smartphone, the Pura 90 Pro series, Watch Buds 2 and the Watch Ultimate Star Diamond Edition.